Okay, YouTube, we've got both sides of our gun rack cut. Well, I need a lot of practice for sure with the jigsaw, but hey, when we're done, it's going to be a functional gun rack, and we're going to use it. So, all right, let me get this chop saw set up here, and we'll be finished with sawing and hammering and banging. Well, sawing anyway. I don't know about the hammering and banging part. Alright, hang on just 1 second, YouTube. Okay, YouTube, we got our saw set up. We're gonna make our one cut with the, well, one of two cuts with the chop saw. I've already got everything marked out and lined up with the blade where it needs to be, so it's simply just pulling the trigger and chopping it. Well, there we go with that part, YouTube. Hang on while I pause the video and I'll bring you back and we'll start the assembly. Okay, YouTube, we are back here. We've got all our pieces cut, and we're ready to drill our holes and countersink them and put it all together. Alright, so here we go. By the way, I marked these out so I could get them where they needed to be, I should say. It also helps if I plug the drill in. Alright, got that. So, I will turn all this over and we'll use our countersink to countersink the holes. This is just a Harbor Freight Warrior hand countersink. It didn't cost much money, so I figured I'd buy it, and one day I might actually do a project that I could use it on. Yeah, that's gonna be this project. Now I've never used one of these, so bear with me if I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This hand countersink just became a power countersink. Oh, There's a nasty hole, I see. Alrighty, enough playing with that. It countersinks. It doesn't do it very well, but I guess it countersinks, so. I'll have to talk with my brother. I think he's used countersinks before. See if they leave a nasty hole. Ask him to see if that's kindly normal. The screws we're going to be using is just these galvanized deck screws. They're size 6x2 Phillips drive. I guess that's good enough. You know, as Vice Grip Garage said in a video I watched today, it's good enough for the girls we date. Of course, the cats that we date, yeah, they might have something to say about all of that. In case you're wondering what I'm doing over here, YouTube, I'm digging out a screwdriver. Alrighty, so let's see what we can do, what we can mess up here. The reason that I countersunk the sides, not on the side that I actually drilled, because that was the interior side where I had put my pencil mark so I could get my holes in the right place, and I wanted those to, you know, not be seen. I'd use the drill, but these, you know, this pine wood's so soft, could strip the holes out pretty easily. Grab us another screw here. And 3 screws is probably overkill, but you know, why not? We're having fun. It's YouTube. Well, I sure hope none of these screws actually poke out. Alright, well YouTube, I'm sure y'all don't want to watch me driving screws for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna pause the video until we get that part screwed together, and then y'all can see the next part. Okay YouTube, we've got this part done. So let's stand it up. I'm color me curious, YouTube. Well, it is a wee bit out of square, but well, at least on this side. What about this side? This side is actually square. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, we can pull it back into square pretty easily. Okay, our shelf here. I think what we're gonna do is just keep this simple. We're gonna stand it up 5.5 inches with these two pieces of scrap here. Set a shelf in here. Set a shelf in there. That way if we ever decide to put doors on it, we can just use a standard 5.5 half buoy. 5.5 inch wide piece of 2x6 for that. And these pieces that'll mount it to the wall, I think I screwed up cutting those. Yeah. Yes, I did. Dadgummit. Okay, I'll have to get the saw back out, take a measurement real quick for that. Y'all pause the video and y'all just hang around till I fix my mistake. Alright, pausing the video. Okay, YouTube, I'm back. I corrected my mistake with the short pieces of wood for the wall mounts. It's getting late, so we're gonna have to kind of speed this up, and the painting it'll probably be filmed tomorrow, but hopefully y'all see it all in one video. If not, it'll be uploaded in parts. Oh, mosquitoes are starting to get bad out here. I didn't bother to countersink these screws on the back because, they're not going to be seen. Really no point in it. And I did pre-drill all these holes to make putting these screws in a wee bit tighter. I mean, a wee bit faster. Mosquitoes is getting me, YouTube. Unfortunately for these wall braces, I had to use used wood that I already had. Even the first pieces that I messed up were used wood that I already had. So, the $25 price tag that I quoted earlier, having to buy this probably added another, if you had to buy this, probably added another $10 to it. Let's see if this thing stayed square, YouTube. 1/8 inch, or a little less. Well, maybe. Well, anyway, we're gonna start those screws enough to where we can stand it up and say it's finished and end this video. I'll adjust it off camera to bring it back into perfect square, or as close as I can get to it. Alright, that's as much as I'm gonna do tonight. It's getting dark and the mosquitoes is getting there. I don't know, I guess it isn't finished. I guess YouTube, I guess y'all gonna get a third part to this. I'm gonna re-download that video editing app. If it works now, I'll be able to put all this into one video. If not, it'll be uploaded in probably 3 parts. All right. It certainly will hold a gun, and that is that was the intended purpose. Whoops. You know, so all right, YouTube, I've got to call it a night. I'm getting tired and hungry. All right, good night, YouTube.